York City, or was it?
We believe it was just a direct bus to
Yeah, we're not
direct to New York City.
and we're not 100% sure the company name at this point. That's still something the state police are working through.
So these American citizens or out of country?
Mostly Canadians. We believe we know there are some Swiss citizens who have flights to get back to Switzerland tonight. But most are Canadian.
Do we know yet how the rollover happened? What happened? Was it a flat tire? What was it?
That's all going to have to come from the state
That's
police.
going to have to come from
The state police, BCI, state police investigators are here. They are Glens Falls Hospital. They are at the scene. They are handling that end of it.
Has the reported fatalities that'll come to them too?
Yeah, any information about the seriousness of the injuries and that's going to have to come from them.
But you mentioned triage. So triage has already happened before the ones were brought to this location. So we know there were no injuries, or we're fairly sure there were no injuries.
Among the people here, these people are, they were all checked out at the scene by all the different squads. Warren County Office of Emergency Services was on the scene coordinating the emergency response with all the different squads. I don't know if you want a list of the squads. You had Lake George, Bolton, Warrensburg, North Warren, West Glens Falls, Queensbury EMS, and Johnsburg EMS. That's I don't know how many that is, but
What part of Canada were they coming from?
We know the bus originated in Montreal, so we don't know beyond that. But they're not all from the same location. They're from all over. So at some point they got on the bus in Montreal.
What was it like having to put this together so quickly in just a few hours?
that's what our Office of Emergency Services folks and the police and they all train for this all the time. They it's a well-oiled machine, to use the overused cliche, but I mean it was, our OES coordinator gave us the heads up, and they were on the scene, and they do what they have to do. Is thankfully these don't happen very often, but it's not unprecedented, and thankfully we're able to talk about, and hopefully there's not a lot of serious injuries that result out of this.
What's the next step for these folks? Their mode of transportation one is down. What's the next mode? What are they doing?
Right now, to get them into a place where they can stay tonight, either a shelter or a hotel, and then we'll have to take it from there. We don't really know at that point, how we're gonna get them to where they need to be tomorrow.
And you said you're not sure where the shelter is going to be set up yet?
Not
No,
yet.
it has
Red
not.
Cross is working on that right
And
now.
it could be a hotel, could be a shelter. They're
So they're not leaving
Logistics.
tonight?
they are free to go on their own. Some of them do have people coming down from Montreal to take them to wherever they were headed. So it's not like they're wards of the state or anything. They're free to go if they can. We will, and the county and the Red Cross, everyone will provide them assistance while they're here until they can get where they have to go.
A couple were making flight arrangements, I believe, right now for tonight.
Do you know if it was all adults, children involved?
All ages, no small children, I don't believe.
No, I did see. I
Mostly,
think there were a couple younger people in
younger-
there, but
Under
not.
18?
Yeah, it's tough to say, but they seem to be mostly adults.
Families or more individuals?
That's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, it seemed to be mostly individuals when we were in there.
Okay,
So.
thank you.
That's all we got. But,
Do you think anyone would talk to us?
if they
Yeah.
come out and leave, they are free to talk to you. I mean, state police are talking to them. It's the Lake George Fire Station. It's not our place to let you in to talk to them. The fire chief's in there.
I did mention.
Okay.
We did let them know that we
We'll
wanted
set
to
up
chat
for
with them.
smoke.
Yeah. So,
They don't want to tell me on the other side of the building because we're gonna,
Okay, we'll tell them to identify themselves when they come out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's what we got.
Thank you.
All right, nice to
Oh,
meet you.
sorry.
I figured it was like so tiny.
No, you're okay.